In this video, I'm going to show you how to instantly fix rib pain. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to go over easy exercises that can quickly relieve rib pain, even within 30 seconds. And to make it easy, I'm going to break the video up into separate parts. Each part is going to target a different area where you may experience rib pain, including over the front, sides, or back. To get the best results, go through all parts, use what works best for you. With that being said, let's get started. So here's an easy exercise. It's going to focus more on relieving rib pain towards the front, especially near the sternum or the breastplate. I'm going to demonstrate what to do if you have more left-sided issues. Let's start off by finding our contact point. Take 2 fingers and start to press over the area that you're having rib pain. You want to do a slight rolling motion going up and down like this. And when it comes to ribs, they're really easy to find because they're pretty sensitive, but it also should feel like you're rolling over a mound or a bump. So once you find that rib, what you want to do is slowly trace it back to the center point. Our contact point is going to be the beginning of that rib where it connects right to the sternum. So kind of press right in that area. It should feel like that mound kind of levels off, and you want to go right at the beginning of that. So let's put a finger right over that spot once we find it as a marker. What you're going to do now is take the meaty portion of the other side's palm and press right into that area and pull over like this. What we're trying to do is hook the end of that rib, and it's really important that we build as much tension as possible during this step. So press in there and hook into it as much as you can. When you can't go any further, we're now going to increase this tension by slowly turning and rotating our fingers 45 degrees upward towards that side shoulder. You should have a lot of tension built at this point. If it feels like you don't have a lot, just kind of switch over a little bit and keep repeating this until you finally get it. From here, we're now going to take it to the next level by engaging some muscles and also opening up the rib cage to hopefully get some quick relief. So what I'm going to do is take my arm on the side of pain and straighten it out towards my side, just like this. What we want to do is now bring that arm backward like this as much as we can. You should really feel the chest have a very good stretch, but it should really start to open up over that spot too, where you have that contact point. And if it is locked up, a lot of times you might get a sudden pop, crack, or release in there, but don't try to force it. What we're trying to do is just a nice deep stretch. So once you feel that, you're now going to take 5 to 10 big deep breaths and then let it all the way out. What this does is it opens up the rib cage, expands it, and again, you might get a little bit of a deeper release in there. But afterwards, see how you feel. If there's still a little bit more left, you can always throw in as many repetitions as you like. But if it feels pretty good, you can just switch over any spot, including the other side, and repeat over any spot that needs it. But if you do have that one spot that just will not release and it's just really tight and achy, these are a couple more movements that you can do that may finally get it to release, or at that point just give a lot of relief. So let's get back into our original position like this, but this time around what I'm going to do is play with different angles with my arm. So I'm going to raise it up a little bit and then repeat. What you're going to notice is it stretches that area just a little bit differently. It targets the rib cage just a little bit differently. So go up with it like this. You can also go down. You're going to find that one certain spot, like let's say right here for me, just really pinpoints that tightness just a little bit more. At that point, you want to throw more repetitions in. You can also do a circular motion like this, which will engage a lot more muscles. So give that a try also. But go through all of those motions, and if one spot and one movement works out a little bit better for you, keep throwing repetitions in until it finally is released or you're not getting any more improvement. Here's an easy way to help relieve rib pain more off to the side. This one can be done standing or seated. Just have very good upright posture. Have your back nice and straight. We're going to start off by taking our arms and overlapping them like this in front of us, kind of like a genie position. Whatever side that you're having rib pain, let's say it's your right side, what you're going to do is slowly turn and rotate your upper body towards the non-painful side. So I'm going a little bit towards my left. The more that you go over, the more it should feel like a deep stretch is forming over the back, but more importantly, importantly over the side of those ribs. Once you feel that, we're now going to hold this and take it to the next level by tilting our body downward towards that non-painful side. So we're turning towards the left, and we're also now going to tilt towards the left. This will really expand that area over the rib cage, and it usually feels really, really good. So once you feel that deep but comfortable stretch, hold this for 20 to 30 seconds, and during that time, take deep breaths in and out. What this will do is help expand the rib cage a little bit more, offering a little bit more relief. Afterwards, relax and then repeat this one more time. Afterwards, see how you feel. If there's still some tightness left in there, I would recommend doing this over and over again until there's no more improvement. And I do recommend doing this on both sides just to keep everything in balance. But this is just a really easy exercise that you can do throughout the day to not only get quick rib pain relief, but also help prevent it. So these next couple exercises are going to focus more on rib pain towards the back, especially near the spine. Let's start off with one of my favorite exercises. I literally do this one every single day. It's called the YUW, great for both back and rib pain relief. For this one, we need a door frame, but you can also do this in the corner of a wall. So just start standing with very good upright posture and position your arms in a Y position just like this. What we're going to do from here is then lean our body weight forward as much as we can. The more that we go forward, the more that you're going to feel a deep stretch form over the chest, but more importantly, it should feel like the shoulder blades in your back are starting to pinch. Really focus on feeling that. This usually feels really good, and if your back is locked up, you might get a sudden pop, crack, or release, but don't try to force it. We're just going for a deep, comfortable stretch. Hold this comfortably for 20 to 30 seconds, and during that time, take deep breaths in and out. What it will do is help expand the rib cage a little bit more, hopefully offering more relief. Afterwards, you're going to relax and now lower your arms into a U position just like this and then repeat. You're going to notice it hits the back just a little bit differently, but again, really focus on trying to pinch the shoulder blades in the back as much as you can. The third position is the W, so we're going to tuck our elbows towards our side like this and then repeat. But go through all of these movements. If you find that one helps out just a little bit more, at that point, throw more repetitions in. If you have one side that is just really tight, achy, and painful and won't release, this is how we can concentrate on that side just a little bit more. So let's say I have a lot going on my right side, a lot of rib pain. What I'm going to do is pretty much do those same motions, but I'm just going to stabilize that side shoulder like this with my other side's hand and then lean my body weight forward. So all of your body weight now is going to be put on that side. Build into these ones slowly, but again, go through all of those motions. If one helps out a little bit more, at that point, throw more repetitions in. So one of the easiest and best ways to get rib pain relief is by using a foam roller. If you don't have one, they are a worthwhile investment, especially if you have recurring rib pain. They're pretty inexpensive. You can find them locally at any sporting goods department. If you would like to get one online, I will leave a link in this video's comments section and description. So let's start off by getting into position. What I'm going to be using is a 24-inch high density foam roller, and I'm going to position it right below the spot that I'm having rib pain. A note with this exercise, do not do it over the lower back. It can cause irritation. We're only going to focus over the ribs, so middle to upper back. Once we're right below that spot, take your hands, put them behind your head like this for support. You now want to place all of your body weight onto your heels and then raise your hips upward towards the ceiling like this, lifting your bottom off the floor. It's kind of like a bridge-like position. And then from there, we're just going to use our legs to roll up and down that tight, achy spot. With this one, it's pretty common to get a nice, satisfying self-pop, crack, or release in the back. That's what foam rollers are really good for. But don't try to force it. Just roll up and down that spot about 5 to 10 times. Afterwards, see how you feel. If it feels like it needs a little bit more, you can always throw in as many repetitions as you like. So let's take this one to the next level and now focus a little bit more on the ribs directly. So whatever side that you're having rib pain, let's say it's your right side. What you're going to do is start right below that spot, but now tilt your body towards that side. So I'm kind of rotating and tilting my body a little bit towards my right. What I'm going to focus on is the spot directly off to the side of the spine, especially over the muscles and the ribs. And now I'm going to roll up and down. This can become very sensitive, so build into it very, very slowly. But again, 5 to 10 repetitions. Afterwards, see how you feel. If it needs a little bit more, throw more repetitions in. If it feels pretty good, just switch over any spot that needs it, including switching over towards the other side. With this exercise, we're going to focus on mobilizing the first rib. If there is a first rib that is out, you can get a lot of pain on the top of the shoulder, into the side of the neck. It can also lead to headaches, even numbness going down the arm. So if that sounds familiar, give this exercise a try. For this one, we need something soft and round. A tennis ball works perfectly. You can also use something like a lacrosse ball, handball. Any of those should work. So what I'm going to do is take my ball right here and place it right on the top of the shoulder that I'm having pain. You want it pretty much right on the top of the shoulder into the side of the neck. Take your hand, place it right on the top of the ball, and now press into that area as much as you can, but don't go to the point that you're causing discomfort. From there, you're going to hold this position and now tilt your head towards that painful side. What I like to do is take my head and press into the top of my hand, which drives the ball further into my shoulder. If it is locked up, you might get a sudden pop or click into that area, which will help more or less reset that first rib, but don't try to force it. I like to hold this one for about 20 to 30 seconds. I just relax and then repeat this a couple more times. And with each repetition, just try to build into it just a little bit more. From here, you can definitely switch the ball over different spots. I would explore the whole top of the shoulder, going a little bit more towards the front, towards the top, even towards the back. You're going to find that one certain spot just hits it the best and offers the most relief. And at that point, I would throw more repetitions in. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.